Hey, what's up guys? In today's video I'm going to be reviewing for you guys this Lexol Leather Conditioner. So this stuff here, I tried it out. I'm going to give you guys my honest review on it. On it says preserves, prolongs, protects all leather conditioner. So this thing has been around for a while, you guys. I saw it on Amazon. It was one of the highest reviewed products. You can find it at Walmart. It's like $6 or $7 a bottle at the time of this video. And reason or quick backstory, obviously I'm trying to do something with my leather. You guys can figure that much out. But I have this S2000 that was left outside with the top down in the sun for several months, I believe, at least a month or two, at an auction before I picked it up, salvage title vehicle that I fixed. So anyways, the leather in the entire car was completely dried out, like to a crisp under, you know, pretty much desert sun. And I wanted to try to revive it a little bit. So I want to try to bring some moisture back into it. The seats are pretty much, ruined at this point, but the passenger one is almost salvageable. I thought if I could get some moisture into the leather, that's maybe I could, just get one small portion of it stitched up and I would be good to go. So I applied that stuff. It's not rocket science. I kind of lathered it on. It kind of soaked it up. I lathered it again, soaked it up, and kind of just went back and forth. And yeah, I put it on and I want to show you guys the results of it. That's why I'm making this video. So let's go over, pop the door open. I'll show you guys the stain and mess that stuff left. Okay, so as you can see, seats are ruined. So essentially what happened was the leather dried out and it pretty much just, had to go somewhere. So the tension just ended up ripping all over the place. So see this white here? You can barely see it on this seat, but actually start getting in some different areas. This, I am not making this up, you guys. You can just see it everywhere. So I guess I can probably wipe off this residue, but it is like dried up on here. And if I take a cloth, it is not coming off. So I'm sure I could maybe use some water, and maybe I'll try that in just a second, but I wanted to give you guys my honest review. I haven't sat in the other seat, which looks horrendous, and I'll show you in a second. I was sat in this seat for a little quick road trip, and most of it seems to have come off with just, the fabric of my clothes rubbing on it. Let me show you guys the passenger side. I could probably almost do it from here. Look at that, you guys. That is what it did to the leather on the seat. So it looks absolutely terrible. So I don't know if I maybe lick my finger and wipe it. I guess that's what it comes back into. So I guess this stuff may wipe off with just some water, but that's the residue it left all over the seat. So just giving you guys my honest opinion of this stuff. Let me grab some water and see if it does come off. All right, and here's one more shot of the carnage just before I try to remove this residue that was left by this stuff. But the problem is on this seat, it's got these kind of porous holes, and I don't know if this crud, even if it wipes off the surface, if it's going to come out of these porous holes. So I've got some water. I've got some Meguiar's quick detailer from the exterior, but I'm sure it could work for this and it's not going to harm anything. And I also just have this cheap kind of Armor All type equivalent. So let's try with water and see how we end up. There we go with just a little bit of water. See if it decides to wipe off. So it does appear to be coming off. I don't know what the heck all that is, but it's not exactly pretty. So this kind of, I guess I would say, begs the question next. If you can't finish with this product, what's the point in applying it? Kind of seems a little bit counterproductive in my opinion. What's the point in putting it on if you can't leave it on? So, I don't know, maybe I just overdid it, but there, let's see if this dries up. I'm gonna do the back rest of the seat as well. We'll wipe it off with some water and see what it looks like. Okay guys, so this is after, I don't know, letting it dry for a few minutes with just the water. So the residue came off, but it does not, like, honestly, I left a few applications of this on here, and I'm still gonna have to find a different product to try to soften up this leather, because it is just, like, listen, I don't think you should really be able to make that noise with leather. Here's some softer portions, like, and then hear the difference. So I'm trying to get my leather to turn back away from being plasticky, and we're gonna try some other stuff. So as far as the review on that, I'm not too impressed with it. So yeah, so that's my honest review of that stuff, you guys. If you guys found this informative or helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell so you're notified of all the latest videos, and I will keep you guys up to date on what I end up finding that works. I think I'm gonna try either some chemical guys or another one as well. So we'll try out a few more. We'll get these things softened up. The plan is, if I can get these softened up, then I can fix the stitch that got blown out just from the leather contracting. It tore out just the stitch, so I could technically save this seat. It's not ripped, it's just the seam let go. So if I can get the leather back soft enough, I can probably bring this back together and have this stitch from the other side again. But that's the plan. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. See you on the next video.